So I'm sure you're wondering about the title and thumbnail. And no, this is not clickbait. I will beat one of the most challenging bosses of all time with no more than 10 million coins at my disposal. There are only two real bosses that people view as the hardest: Infernal Kuudra and Master Mode 7. No, touching grass doesn't count, that's a side quest, and it's nearly impossible to complete. But I am ass at dungeons, so I'll be beating every tier of Kuudra instead with less than 10 million coins for all the gear. So first, let's go over the rules for this challenge so no one, by that I mean me, gets confused. Rule number 1, I can only spend 10 million coins on gear. No, duh, right? But this includes everything from the pet, the armor, the accessories, the power stones, everything. But I can use any item that is a quest item or that can be achieved for free. For example, the pig's foot. It's a quest item that can be gotten for free, and as such, I can use it. Rule number 2, I cannot be carried in any tier of Kuudra. I must carry my own weight. Now, obviously I ain't gonna be running around clearing mobs with a hype or max DPS in Kuudra or anything, but I can still carry my own weight, alright? So for a run to count, I must collect at least 2 supply drops in the first phase of Kuudra, and then help with the rest. This could be anything from supplying the fuel cells for the ballista, to stunning, and using last breath in the final phase. I've got to be helping the team for every single phase we do. I also cannot die more than 3 times in a single run, and the run must be completed in a timely fashion, aka in under 10 minutes. If all of these requirements are met, then the run will count as me beating it without being carried. Now, yes, you might have your own opinions and think I'm carried, but you're entitled to them even if they're wrong. Now for the final rule. This one's for you guys. I'm doing something I've done in previous series, where I give rewards for subscribing. I plan to make this into a 3-part series, and for every single subscriber I gain during this series, I will give away 10 cents to a charity of your choosing at the end of this series. Now, this may not seem like a whole lot, but just for reference, if this does as well as the 0 to a billion series, I'll be giving charity like 400 bucks, okay? So, subscribe, and the money's going to a good cause. Why not? Okay, so first we need to tackle the main issue: surviving the big blob man. I only have 10 mil, so I need to be careful what I spend this on. And by that, I mean I'm not going to blow it all on prostitutes. So first, let's start with the armor. The biggest issue is ensuring that I don't die in one shot and that I can regen fast enough to survive the mobs. I ain't suicidal, alright? I value my life. So, Zombie Heart and Mythril Coat will be the perfect fit for this. Bonus, they only cost me 400k in total. Now for the pants. I couldn't find anything suitable, and I can't go into Kuudra without pants, mostly because I go to jail for public indecency. So, I got stereo pants for 30k. I might swap that out later, but I'm not that worried for the first 2 tiers, and it would look baller as shit if I can beat Kuudra in stereo pants. And lastly, the boots. I was initially planning on using tarantula boots through some funky mechanic, but it didn't work when I was testing it out. However, I did find a very unique bug. If you ride a rat pet while fishing a supply drop and die, while mid-fishing the supply, you continue to reel in that supply even when you're dead. Meaning the tentacles can't hit you, and when you respawn, you will have the supply in your inventory. It's not particularly useful as you need to sacrifice your life for the cause, but I thought it was kind of unique. Also, yeah, the tarantula boots were a fail, so instead I used rekindled ember boots. And yes, you can get rekindled ember boots for free, you just have to kill Big Blog Magma Boss a few times. But it's free, and beggars can't be choosers. Unless you're Pete Davidson, but he's a whole other specimen. Now for the rest, I am not confident they'll be able to survive everything, so I need to have a backup plan so I don't throw. Here comes the Phoenix pet. It only costs 5.4 million coins, and I can use it to not die, as it almost has the exact same abilities as Spirit Mask, just slightly longer cooldown. And for the equipment, I'm rocking a gas cloak for the regen, a magma necklace because why not, a brown belt because I'm too bad to get the black belt, and finally a glowstone gauntlet with life regen and vitality. I've tried so hard to get the black belt, I've just given up at this point. Once I had all that gear, I just used a bunch of quest accessories and cheap ones I could buy from AH that cost less than like 20k per. It cost me around like 400k for the entire list of accessories I used. And I decided to put on the prepared reforge as it was free and gave pretty decent HP actually. And finally, my inventory consists of an aspect of the end, a starter lava rod, a wand of mending, a Zamba sword, an artisanal short bow, I butchered that name, and finally an open shop because I'm not bad. This is the stupidest thing I think I have ever done. Like, what the hell? How am I getting to parties looking like this? I'm like the clown from It, bro. People look at me and are afraid for their lives. They're wondering, oh my god, this guy's gonna throw. He's gonna kill all of us. And I might, especially when I get to stunning. Either way, let's just go forward and start with the tier 1. Okay, so I just got into a run, or got into a party. Oh, this is bad. I'm really worried that people are gonna look at me and say, what the fuck is this man doing? So everyone's got good gear. And you got me. Okay, now that the decoy's passed. Okay. Now for the meme armor. This is the dumbest idea I've ever had. It's only basic though, so I should be able to easy get this. So they'll look at me and go, what in the actual hell is that doing? What is that? They will wonder what is the abomination that I am. People are gonna ask a lot of questions. Like a lot of questions. Okay, I got 2. So my job there is looking good. And now if I get 3, no one can complain that this run I got carried in. Perfect. I got 3 out of 6. No one can yell at me for throwing this run. I got 3 out of 6 supplies. So far I've not died. That's a very, very good sign. Oh thank god. Okay, 1 supply drop. If you get a second, no one can yell at me for getting carried this run. Oh, we're gonna get a second. I should get ender pearls in my inventory. Okay, yeah, no one can yell at me for getting carried. That's not even a bad run as well. Like, that ain't even bad. I mean, it ain't good, but it ain't bad, you feel me? Okay, that wasn't too bad. I mean, it was painful, but I carried my weight with supplies, alright? I mean, 3 out of 6 supplies is no joke. As for the build phase, I just ran away from all the mobs toward my clears if those mobs had guns and were pointing them all at my head. Like, hell nah, I ain't getting close to those guys. Those guys would beat me in an instant. And by far the most painful process was the ballista part, as it took a while and some parties lacked clear. Definitely not my fault. But just like that, we finished the first tier of Kuudra with 0 deaths, a 4-minute run. Also, I didn't get carried at all, so I got 3 out of 6 supplies and 2 out of the 4 fuel cells, okay? That ain't too bad for a 10 mil setup. Now, of course, you can argue I was getting carried, but I'm doing my best, okay? I'm actually doing stuff. Now, of course, it's time for tier 2. The only different thing for tier 2 is that the mobs are stronger, and you can't one-shot the dude with the big wooden bow. Luckily, with my artisanal short bow, I'm butchering that name still, but luckily with my artisanal short bow, I can shoot the orbs into big blubber, and I can still fish up fuel cells, as I know how to do that pretty well. Honestly, I'm surprised this party even took me back. Not even joking, I ran like 6 runs with him before this challenge started, while I was testing out the tarantula boots, and I threw so hard every single round. The only thing I was doing was equipping different rideable pets, from pigs to rats, and just killing myself in lava over and over again to see if the bug worked. Why I do this? It's science purposes, okay? I was also curious to see if Fire Freeze Staff worked on these mobs. It doesn't. That makes me really sad. Still, let's try to do a tier 2 with this party, which for some reason took me back. Oh, there's also only one guy with a hype. Let's pray. I might have found a party, we'll have to see. Let's see if they can do it. No more, no less. Okay, have they all gone away? No, the fuck they have not all gone away. I can't have them looking at me like this. Okay. The stereo pants are probably a giveaway, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, that guy saw me. That guy definitely saw me. Definitely saw me there. I'm just gonna go for it. It's hot. It's not like I need to do the strats yet. I thought I was just dead there. Okay. I've gotten 2, so I'm still contributing. Shit, no. Hit him. Yep. Perfect. Got it. I got it. Oh my god. Okay. No longer can anyone call me throwing. I've gotten 3 supply drops this run. No one can say I'm getting carried now, or I'm throwing this run. I actually might be throwing this run, but I'm not getting carried. There's a difference. I'll put all my points into Ballista Mechanic. Alright, easy. We just go round and round and round. Then there we go. That's all we do. Just round and round and round we go. Oh, thank God for the regen. Oh shit, that is an issue. That is an issue. I'm gonna be the only one to live. Okay, I popped this beforehand. It drops. Insta heal. Perfect. Just for recap, let's run through this. Okay, Probark 75. Probark 50. Probark 25. I got 3 fuel cells and 3 supply drops. I'm built different. I mean, okay, that's not a good run. It's sub 6, which is still decent, right? Like sub 6 is still decent. And I played this really well this time. I expected this to be a lot harder. It was not. I, in fact, carried my teams. Maybe not with the killing part, but I did, in fact, do stuff. And 3 supply drops and 3 fuel cells is no joke. Like, especially because I also helped with the building the ballista and shooting the balls into him. I played that pretty well. Now, I did both tier 1 and tier 2 relatively quickly. Still, it's only going to get more complicated from here on out, because the following tiers I'm going to have to stun, and the mobs will continue to get stronger and beat me up more. So, wish me luck, because I'm going to need it. Either way, if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe, like, and thank you so much for 19k. If you wish to help me in this journey, please join the Discord, because I need all the help I can get for Infernal tier, which is what I'm stuck on right now.